everybody. I got my June Sketchbox, my June premium Sketchbox, and this month it came with these oil-lac paints. The other stuff you're going to be aware of: a palette knife, a palette, and some paper as per usual, which is really great. I use that paper for everything. But these paints are pretty cool. They're supposed to be like you work with oil, acrylic, and watercolor, like the best of all of those. It's a water-based paint. I mean, I really like them. It reminds me of just working with acrylic paint. There's something about it. There's like a transparency to it. I really like it. It's also not as shiny as acrylic. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I primarily work with gouache. And I also have matte acrylics. I'm a big fan of less shiny mediums personally. So I was really into these. Now, typically, I kind of go off the rails and do my own thing. Just a note, I taped up my painting because that's what I do with gouache. Don't do that. Don't do that with these. I ended up tearing it because it's a heavier bodied paint and it's more plasticky like acrylic is. So it ended up tearing my paper a little bit. I was able to repair it with the paint, so it wasn't a big deal. Don't tape it. Not worth it. Anyways, I typically just do my own thing. With the Sketchbox supplies. I'm trying to be better about stepping outside my comfort zone. Now, was I 100% successful? No, but I think I kept the spirit of the challenge, was to make it a little bit more loose, a little more expressive, which is something that I'm not great at. I have control issues. So I did try and let go, and while I did come back in with a paintbrush in multiple places, I also think I kept the spirit of the challenge for this box mostly intact. I thought this was really cool. This is like one of the big reasons why I have Sketchbox, is to try out supplies that I normally wouldn't and really give them a go, even though I'm not so great about following the spirit of the box challenges. I do appreciate using the mediums. I do love watching the instruction videos to find out how to use them properly, and sometimes I do give it a little bit of a go and then get frustrated and do my own thing. These supplies were excellent. I have a teenage son, and he actually came in and asked if he could have it because he thought it was so cool. So apparently I need to try stuff like this more often. My husband also tried to claim it for himself, so I'm gonna have to make another. Now, if you're here because you watch my usual storytelling content and not just my Sketchbox stuff, then I was gonna say, I kind of like the idea of doing a more expressive painting like this, a little bit more loose, and maybe working it in as one of the worlds that my character Sheet Ghost Bill hangs out in the style of a more expressive, loose, vaguely abstract, but not really abstract painting, which I think would be really, really cool. So yeah, as you can see, I tore this paper. But it's okay. I did come in with some paint and I fixed that, and it was not a big deal to fix. So overall, really love Sketchbox. This was one of those boxes that reminded me like why I'm using it. I also liked the watercolor box, the one where you make your own paint. I enjoyed that too, but I mostly just kept that for me because I have a little potions making problem. And so I was making my own colors. And another one of my kids started helping me with that. Overall, really happy with the box. If you love trying new art supplies, if you're interested, Sketchbox is a really great resource. So check them out. And as always, I'm so happy to have you here, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, guys.